open the Tuesday, September 26, 2023 Air Planning Board meeting, and I have a notice I need to read in advance. This meeting hearing of the Air Planning Board will be held in person at the location provided on this notice. Members of the public are welcome to attend this in-person meeting. Please note that while an option for remote attendance and/or participation via Zoom is being provided as a courtesy to the public, the meeting hearing will not be suspended or terminated if technological problems interrupt the virtual broadcast, unless otherwise required by law. Members of the public with particular interest in a specific item on this agenda should make plans for in-person versus virtual attendance accordingly. This meeting will be live on Zoom. The public may access the proceedings by joining Zoom meeting ID number 833-6548-0732 or by calling 929-205-6099. For additional information about remote participation, please contact Danny Ruiz, Town Planner, at druiz@air.ma.us or 978-772-8220 extension 144 prior to the meeting. First item is to approve the agenda. Do I have a motion?
Move to approve the agenda.
Seconded.
Nope.
Discussion, I'd like to add an agenda item for appointment to the Senior Center Committee.
I see that as friendly. My motion stands.
Excellent. Julie?
Yes.
Okay. All in favor of the revised agenda?
Aye.
Aye.
Yes.
Chair votes aye. It's
I have a question.
Yes.
Sorry, I got lost in thought, Jonathan. I apologize for interrupting, but do we have to do roll call vote because it's hybrid?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So that didn't work.
Oh, okay.
You-
Jeff, how do you vote?
Tillotson votes aye. Can't talk, but I vote aye.
Julie?
Yes.
Ken?
Aye.
Chair votes aye. Thank you for the reminder. I'd like to make a motion to nominate Ken Diskin to serve as the Planning Board's representative on the reestablished Senior Center Search Committee.
Seconded.
Do I have a second?
Seconded.
Any discussion?
Thank you, Mr. Diskin, for serving again.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Best of
So,
luck.
Jeff, how do you vote?
Aye.
Julie?
Yes.
Can Ken vote?
Yes. Yes.
Aye.
Ken, how do you vote?
Aye.
And the chair votes aye. Welcome, Ken, and thank you very much for taking on this responsibility.
You're welcome.
Danny, can you lead us through the status of the Curly Circle street acceptance to be proposed at town meeting?
Yes. So the applicant has requested that the street acceptance for Curly Circle move forward to town meeting on October 23rd, 2023. The developer and I, and as well as the DPW, met on site, did a site visit, ran through the punch list of open items, and the developer did send us a follow-up email responding to the punch list with the list of open items left, and these are the open items that are that need to be completed prior to the road being accepted at town meeting. They need to mow the stormwater basins. They say that will be completed this week. Electrical stations with stubbed conduits will be completed this week by capping off the pipes flush to the ground.
Good.
Street light poles are installed, but lamps aren't in yet. ETA on the lamps are still a few weeks out. They're on back order, is what I was told by the developer. Touch-up landscaping will be finished this week. As-built plans coming soon. I'll try to get you an answer on Tuesday morning. So I did talk to GPR about this, and they are working on the as-built plan and the information that they need. The plan that's actually before you is the road acceptance plan, so it's going to be a little bit different than the as-built plan. And the DPW does have this, and they have reviewed it.
And they reviewed it favorably, that they found it acceptable?
Yes.
Yeah.
The street sign is ordered, but will take a few weeks for the sign to arrive. and then the stop sign stripe scheduled to be to get painted Tuesday. So those are the open items from the punch list.
Okay. Given that we only have 2 town meetings a year, I think it is incumbent upon us to do our best to get this on the town warrant for the upcoming meeting. However, as we just heard, there's some pieces that are incomplete. So I propose that we come to a recommendation for the warrant that with the proviso that the items be satisfactorily complete by the town meeting. And I imagine, Danny, that Dan Van Skelquick can verify that at town meeting itself?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, just so you know, Danny, it's not uncommon for us to have an article on the warrant with the expectation that should the proponent be unable to complete the task, it will be removed
Okay.
without
Right.
prejudice at the town meeting.
Okay.
And we've done that in the past because we do mostly planning in the fall special. So that's basically what it is. Yeah, and I have an item I wanted to ask about. It's unrelated to this, and if you don't mind, Mr. Chair, I'm going to ask Heather this, and Heather, I'm going to put you on the spot. When we did that walk back about a year and a half ago of Curly Circle,
I wasn't there.
you're right. There was a fence that had been erected next to Lot 10. Okay. It's moot. It's moot. So I will get the answer to my question later. But there was a fence was erected. There was a fence that was erected that was not on the plans. It was erected by one of the owners, and it was my understanding that the proponent was going to have the fence removed
Yep.
because more than likely it was erected in the
Buffer zone.
in the buffer zone. And it's roughly in this area. And they had erected the fence because they had dogs they were letting run in the back, and they were tying them out. And at the time, the proponent was very, very willing to work with the town to make sure that that fence got moved. So I just want to make sure that we don't approve something on the final plans that shouldn't be there.
Okay. I will follow up.
And thank you, Mr. Chair. It's just one of those things that, as we've had changes in personnel, I didn't want to get lost. Didn't want it to get lost in the shuffle. Sorry, Heather. It was just when you started as a conservation agent.
Nice to know a year ago.
It was you were just moving into the spot, and Joanne was still here. Sorry.
So I'd like to make a
Wait a minute,
motion.
I have a couple of comments.
Oh, go ahead, Ken. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
So there's an adjoining letter here, Danny, September 1 from the DPW to Peter DeCarolis,
Yep.
which is a longer. So are you saying that the items that on this list have been completed, except for the ones on the shorter list?
That is correct.
So it says here that, DPW will check on this long list, I presume.
Yeah, so actually, we met on site on Monday.
Okay.
Matt and I, and as well as Peter DeCarolis, and we went through this. And Dan Van Skelquick has also reviewed this, so he does know that these are the open items that are left in that email.
Okay, so there was a question here, like 12. There's a question, who maintains stone walls, plantings at subdivision entrance?
The HOA is going to be maintaining that. That's within the HOA's right of
Jurisdiction.
Yeah, jurisdiction right away.
So the other thing they said, there is a stop sign there, but the sign that's there doesn't comply with the town's regulations. So
Yeah, it
they're
doesn't
gonna
meet
make
the
them change
town's specs.
sign.
Yeah, so they've already ordered that.
That's the sign we're talking about.
Yep.
But there is one there now, which is
Yes.
which is good.
Yes. As well as the street sign. It doesn't have the seal, which
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
and
about.
that's as well.
Okay. What did I say? Stop sign? I should have said street signs. Right there.
Well, so
But
both.
they're both
Yes.
both are
Yes.
and the stop bar needs to be installed. Okay, so I mean, it's basically the same procedure we've been through before. Just like Jess said, if we not
Nashua Street Extension.
done, we don't pass it at town meeting, that's all.
And there's a heck of a lot of impetus for them to get it done, because otherwise they wait a year.
I think the trickiest thing here is gonna be the,
Timing on the street light, the lamp fixtures.
well,
Yeah.
also the record drawings.
So yeah, the record drawings are actually what are this right here.
Okay.
Those are those two.
That's for the street.
Correct. The final as-built plans won't be done until they come to close out the final permit with the planning board.
Okay. So,
Yeah, and-
so your item 10 on the original list, these are the record drawings to cover that?
Yes, yes.
And the as-built for the whole subdivision?
Correct.
Which includes the lots and what?
Yes, exactly.
And I'm going to ask, I think I know the answer, but final coat's down. It's not binder at this point.
Correct.
Got it.
Final coat,
Thank
yeah.
you. Yep. Okay, thank you. So I drove through there the other day. Actually, it's quite a pleasant little neighborhood, believe it or not.
It's very nice. It came out very nice.
Yeah. Okay.
So I would,
Go ahead, Jeff, if you're gonna make a motion.
if there's no other comments, I'm going to make a motion that the planning board, I'm just going to read, that the planning board vote to accept the layout of Curly Circle from the Curly Circle to its end as town ways, subject to satisfactory review of the items to be completed on the punch list by the Ayer Superintendent of Public Works prior to the fall special town meeting 10/23/23.
Second.
May I make a friendly amendment?
Of course.
I'd just like to frame that as a recommendation to town meeting, that we're voting on a recommendation to town meeting for the road acceptance.
No, I don't think that's right.
No.
It's
We have to vote to accept it.
yeah. We're voting based on what I have here. It's a voting to accept the layout as,
Oh, I'm sorry, I stand corrected.
and then we're letting the board of selectmen know that.
Yeah.
We'll send that in a letter.
Okay, that's fine, pardon me then.
And-
I heard Jeff motion and Ken seconded it.
Yep.
Any further discussion?
Is there any?
Hearing none, Jeff.
One more question, yeah, for Danny.
One more,
So,
go ahead then.
of these two that we got here.
Yep.
Okay. Did we get both of these electronically or just?
We did.
So these were page one and page two, or did you attach both?
They're two separate documents. There were two separate plans. It was an 81X plan, and then there's another one that we just received these today, not today, yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh,
And if you take a look at the two of them, one is the plan of the land for the
Well,
road.
I understand what they
And one
are,
is the
but I
construction
hadn't
record
seen
drawing
this
for the
one.
road, yes.
Yeah, we just received those yesterday. These were the most recent updated ones that they sent us after our site visit.
Okay, thank you. And you don't anticipate any more of these record plans? This is it? Plus the as-built set, well, later,
So
as we talked about earlier.
I will talk. So Matt and Dan may have some other comments regarding the record plans, but based on where we are right now, I think they're on board with the plans.
Okay.
That this basically tells DPW where everything is,
I know.
except for the
Yeah.
underground.
Well,
And they're going to check probably they'll do a quick check against the other plans. So if they were to come forward and say, please update the plans, I don't think, I can speak for myself, I have no difficulty if they found that a culvert's missing and they wanted it added to the plans, there's no reason why we shouldn't do it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and we should have the final set of plans before town meeting.
Yep.
Well before that.
But this shows the stormwater runoff, it shows the electrical conduiting, it shows the power, the poles
Yep.
and stuff like that.
Shows drainage, shows
Yeah.
all utilities, shows entrances to driveways, sidewalks.
It even has the buffer zones delineated. How cool is that?
Okay,
Mr. Chair?
are we ready?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay, Jeff, how do you vote?
Aye?
Julie?
Yes.
Ken?
Aye.
Chair votes aye. It's unanimous. The applicant for 201, 205 West Main Street will not be available to us tonight. They requested a continuance to October 10th. I need a motion for the continuance.
Do we need to open the hearing and close it?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Move
Never closed.
move to continue to October 10th, 2023, Planning Board meeting, the 201, 205 West Main Street, map 32, parcels 14 and 15, site plan special permit, aquifer overlay district, and stormwater management permit from the applicant DMG Investments LLC. Further continuance from 7/11/23, 8/8/23, 8/22/23, and 9/12/23, again to October 10th, 2023.
Second.
Do I have a second?
Mr. Diskin said second. Yeah, guys.
Excellent. Any further
This
discussion?
is our mic for him.
Hearing none. Jeff, how do you vote?
Aye.
Julie?
Yes.
Ken?
Aye.
Chair votes aye. We have a continuance till October 10th. Danny, do you have project status updates for us?
Yes, just to give the board a couple of updates. Stratton Hill will be before the planning board, opening up the public hearing on October 10th. The Harvard 2729 Harvard Road will also be before the planning board on October 10th, opening their public hearing. As well, so 42 Park Street, which was
Back up, sorry, what was the one before that?
27 and 29 Harvard Road.
Oh, okay.
Mr.
I know who it is
Yeah.
now, thank you.
The Honey Hut.
Yeah,
Yes,
I know who it is.
exactly.
Thank you.
42 Park Street will be making a submission to for site plan review sometime this week, I believe, to try to make it on for the deadline for.
Who was
yeah.
42 Park Street?
Oh, no.
It's the red house on Park Street on the left-hand side. It's
You're the
an
dry
older-
cleaner.
Got it, thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
So I got a call from them yesterday saying that they would be making a submission this week.
Okay, great.
And that's all we have for updates right now.
All right, thank you very much. Final thing-
Excuse me, Mr. Chair.
Yeah.
And I do want to get through this quickly. Prior to Mr. Ruiz joining us, we had a very open line of communication with the residents of the Stratton Hill area. And if you may recall, Mr. Archambault spent his time updating a town website. This is not a to-do. I just want to make sure that we don't end up in 2 weeks with somebody saying, I didn't know. So we might want to, I might have to put it on your shoulders, Mr. Chair, to figure out who needs to know about this sooner versus later so they can get their ducks in a row.
But what,
Just so you know, on the website, I am putting all of the submissions that occur, site plans and everything.
Great.
It's on the website.
Great.
We have the current applications and projects.
Good.
It's something that I've been doing for anything that's new that's coming before the planning board.
Yeah.
Legal notice went in the public, was published, going to be for this Friday and next Friday. As well as butters notifications are going to be going out.
Great. So really what it comes down, we had great momentum with people coming to the meetings and they felt like they were included in the process. It would be really, I'm not sure what the word is, it would be unfortunate to have to start that one all over again, is all I'm saying. So, and I'm sure we have a butters in the room, so the word will get out.
Butters?
Yeah,
Okay. So,
I'm on a butter.
Jeff, do you find Danny's expression
Yeah.
how this will be communicated sufficient? Or are you suggesting something above and beyond that?
I'm just saying, be aware we used to do something specific for this in the past, because this one generated a great deal of interest.
Yeah.
And if we don't keep something like it going forward, we end up in an argument about
I totally understand.
being behind closed doors. So,
Yep.
that's all. Thanks.
Okay.
So Stratton Hill and 48 Park, you said?
42.
42 Park and the Honey Hut. Okay, got it.
I have a question about the Stratton Hill documents. So the documents that are going to be used October 10th, those are the ones we received like months ago? Or can we clarify what that
Yes.
set of documents are?
Yes, so what we're going to be discussing at the October 10th meeting will be the definitive subdivision plan that was submitted, as well as the stormwater report that was submitted along with it. So those are the documents that we will have. There is a peer review that's been done, but we're waiting until the planning board opens the public hearing so that we can conduct the peer review communications between Dillis and Roy and Green International.
Right, but the peer review is complete.
Yeah, the first round it is, and the applicant's engineer does have it.
Okay.
I guess the other question I would ask is, I don't recall we asked for a traffic impact study.
Done.
It's already was
Behind us.
It was reviewed.
I just want to make sure it's behind us. Yeah,
It's been behind us, yeah.
I just,
We finished that on the preliminary plan, if I'm
Yep.
not mistaken.
exactly. I just want to make sure that we have this all on the table, guys. Because those will generate
Yeah, these will
great deal of
definitely be,
interest.
this will definitely be questions that are going to pop up during the public hearing, and we'll just, I'm sure these are gonna be comments that we'll get, and we'll just make sure as people come in and have these questions, we'll address them as they come.
Great, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
So we can look back on our email hard drive wherever we save those documents and find them now. Basically, we have to go back and find them from a few months ago.
I can,
Or we can
I'll
go on the
resend
website. We
it.
can
You
go
can go
on
on the
the planning board
website. Yep,
website.
exactly. Or I
It
can
still has a
resend
head-
it.
it still has a heading Stratton Hill documents or whatever on the
So,
website.
no, that was,
Move that out?
I'm moving, I have that page still there, but what I did was I moved the new submission into the current applications and projects.
Okay.
Because that one was all the preliminary subdivision information. This is all the definitive subdivision information.
Okay, so we have hard copies as well, if we want to.
Yes, we do. And what I can do is, if everyone, I can just send it out to everybody again, so make sure everyone has it. And if you want,
Yes.
a full, hard copies, let me know, and I can also get that to whoever wants those.
Okay, thank you.
So Danny, I do encourage you to resend them by email so that there's no error on
Okay.
our part. That would be great.
Yeah, because I've kind of taken the last stuff and it's archived.
Right. And our last agenda item is approval of the April 11th, 2023 minutes. I submitted just a few minor edits. I hope you've all had a chance to review.
Before he closes.
Once again, Mr. Chair, I appreciate that you do that, that you do the edits, thank you. And I will move to approve the minutes of the April 11th, 2023 Planning Board meeting.
Second.
Any further discussion? Hearing none. Jeff, how do you vote?
Aye?
Julie?
Yes.
Ken?
Aye.
Chair votes aye. It's unanimous. We've completed our agenda. I want to say thank you to all for your patience with the awkward structure of the meeting. And I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Jonathan?
Yeah.
We're just wondering with public participation on Zoom and Alan, sounds like the Barbie movie, and Alan, if you need to ask if there's any public participation, or is that not for tonight?
We only need to discuss public input on the public hearings.
public hearings?
On the public hearings, since that was continued, there is nothing
Okay.
else. But if the board, if the chair would like to open it up to the public, I don't see anything wrong with that.
I would invite anyone who's, any of the public, if they have something urgent that they wish to communicate, to raise their hand or signal that right now. Or speak up. I don't see raised hands or hear anything, so I'm going to take that as a no.
Move to adjourn.
And we'll take a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
Seconded.
Okay, we're adjourned. Thank you everyone for your patience this evening. I appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you in person October 10th. Have a good one.
Thanks,
Stay fit,
Jonathan.
Jonathan, thank you.